My name is Official Survivor on all platforms. What we are doing today is not something that is targeted at any South African citizen in Ghana. This is a peaceful protest condemning the xenophobic violence in South Africa against fellow African citizens. It is completely condemnable. We condemn an act of attacking fellow African citizens in South Africa just because they were from other African countries and they are not criminals. So what we did here is to put a call across to the South African government to take action against their citizens, because we have seen police on the street of South Africa stood there, foreigners, that people that they call foreigners are being beaten. So the message is very simple. The government of South Africa should take action and stop begging the citizens to abide by the law. They should rather enforce the law. When one or two people have been arrested, like the like of Jacinta, the problem will be solved because they do it and they also always go scot-free. Now to our government in Ghana and across Africa, we are asking them at the AU level, they should come together and place sanctions on the South African government. They should isolate the South African government. They should use every diplomatic means to pressure the South African government to deal with the situation. We have done our part, which we are calling on the Ghanaian government here that they should review all their relationship with the South African government, business companies operating in Ghana. They should review it in the interest of South Africans. They should review it, use that to pressure the South African government to actually deal with the situation. Because in the 1970s and 80s, the same thing happened during the apartheid regime. African leaders came together and they collectively made a decision to isolate the South African government, and pressure came in and apartheid was ended on paper. We are exercising the same, similar movement right here. And we are calling African leaders to take action. That's just what it is. It's not targeted at any South African citizen. We are not animals. We are human beings, well cultured in Ghana, law-abiding citizens. We will not attack any South African citizens. But at the end of the day, action needs to be taken at the AU level to deal with the situation. Yes. So we have achieved our purpose by submitting, our petition to the Ministry of Land and Resources. And then we came here and submit the second one. The goal is just not to put a negative image out there, but a collective effort by the Ghanaian youth with one voice to say that action needs to be taken. And the resources that we have in Ghana here, the companies that are being managed by the South African, citizens in Ghana here, these are a sign that we all collectively need to work together. One country cannot build itself. South Africans have interest here, and the Ghanaians see interest there. So it's a way of opportunity in other countries to just take it. People migrate. Migration is it's a natural order. It's a natural part of human life. People do not migrate necessarily because their government has failed or their country has failed. So the world and the South Africans should understand that. And at the end of the day, South Africans should also understand one thing, that the very people they are chasing out today, Ghanaians, Zimbabweans and Nigerians, these are very same people who stood behind them during apartheid regime. Today, South Africa is playing football match against Mexico. Guess what? The entire world, the entire Africa is against South Africa. They are supporting Mexico. That is a sign that tomorrow, if something begins to happen in South Africa, assuming apartheid brought back, today, the whole world, Africa will turn its back against South Africa, just as they are playing match and then people turn against them. So South Africans, the government should take action against their citizens to deal with the situation. That is just the message we are